I was only in San Marino for 48 hours, and it snowed the whole time. It wouldn't have looked it from the last 5 days that I'd been hiking around the area, but there was a storm coming. I had been warned by an Airbnb host there was going to be potentially some snow. I had seen signs on the roads warning drivers of potential weather hazards, but it had been 20 degrees and sunny, so surely not. As I looked out of the hotel room in the evening, there was a nice, still calmness as the sun set over the Emilia-Romagna hills. But what I woke up to was weather that was slightly different.
So it is actually storming. These days it was said it was meant to storm. I thought I'd come out for a bit, just because, when else am I going to be in San Marino, first of all, and when else is it going to be snowing? It's quite sharp sometimes, but I've been out for like 10 or 15 minutes, now I'm heading back, taking some photos. I don't know what they're like because I've got this plastic over the camera, obviously, because I don't want to get it soaked. Yeah, I've got a hairdryer in my room and I'm hoping to go down and get a coffee downstairs, even though I've already been down for breakfast. Yeah, that's my update. I'm very happy I wasn't meant to be hiking today. I've booked 2 full days here, so that's 3 nights. And these 2 full days it's meant to be like this. Excellent. Anyway, I'm going back in the hotel now. My God, it's cold.
I ventured out multiple times on the first day, but only for a short amount of time each time. The first time I headed out, I didn't take any video. I thought I'd just go for a quick feel and some photos as to how the weather was. Gusty, windy, snow that was very small but very hard, almost like hail. The second time I went out, it was a bit nicer. Still cold, still sharp, but it was manageable.
Out for a little bit, just to experience the snow. The wind has dropped a substantial amount. It may not look it, but it definitely has. I'm going up to the castle towers. That's my aim. I don't think I'm going to make it as far as what I had intended to go. I was going to go down to a hiking store or something to get some sort of top or some sort of jumper, because mine got stolen by a thornbush yesterday. But yeah, I think I'll just do the touristy bit in this weather. Why not? I also haven't got ideal shoes for this. My shoes are definitely not watertight.
I got pieces of footage around San Marino, around the recognisable, or what would be the recognisable spots. They are the iconic city sights, but in the snow you couldn't really see very far. And you couldn't really hold your head up to look without being blasted in the face by the snow.
So I got pizza from here yesterday. It was a lot sunnier.
Trying to walk up the other side of the castle wall was tricky. It was effectively a wind tunnel.
Okay, I was going to try and get to the castle. Now I'm not. It's just when you go up any bit there because of how exposed it is. Okay, I'm heading back down because this is getting a bit much for my liking. It's just so windy, and I like getting photos and I like getting videos, but at the same time I'm not completely stupid. A little bit stupid or a little bit crazy, but I'm not completely stupid. It's just so much. Actually, I'm still going to views like that.
I even went to the same spot that I was at yesterday, where I really wanted a picture of myself with the 3rd castle. I couldn't even see it was that bad.
This is where I stood yesterday!
At one point it was just tiring enough for me to find a gap in the castle wall and take cover.
Thankfully the castle walls sort of give a little bit of a dome to give a little bit of shelter. Just for a minute, just to catch my breath.
I went back to the hotel to warm up. I did spend a bit of this first day inside, drying out clothes, warming up.
That is where I was hiking through yesterday. at the end of my walk. As you can tell, it's a lot more snowy, obviously.
Preparing myself for the next time that I would go out.
Sure.
The next day, I decided to make it my mission to get a new top, since my previous one had been stolen the day before by a thorn bush.
This is my second day in San Marino. There's some cascade. So right now I'm just walking through an abandoned railway which was put out of action, I believe, during the Second World War. It's probably built, I think it was the early 30s when it was built, and it was destroyed or partially destroyed enough for them to dismantle it. I was here earlier this morning, but it was absolutely freezing. My gloves were wet, my shoes were wet, my jacket was wet, my sole was wet, so I was just like, I can't bring myself to do something too happy and cheerful, so I just went down and got some groceries and that, and things that I'll be using in my upcoming walks around a much warmer place known as Lake Garda. I'm really happy I'm here. It's been one of the places that I've wanted to visit, but just would never find the time in the schedule to fit in visiting here. Oh look, there you go. If you can read Italian, I can't, or I can't understand it. I can try and read it. Le Patricia attraverso un momento. I went on a successful mission to find a new top. I thought I'd take the long way back since I haven't really been out the hotel a lot in the past couple of days, just because it's been snowing, very cold, very wet on the feet, which has made it not the most enjoyable experience walking around, but it's still good to get out and explore, you know? I've now got a red bag full, well not full, it's just got a pair of socks in because I put my foot through one of my pairs of socks, so it was sort of half like a fingerless glove. So now I've got another pair of like merino wool socks basically, and I've also got a grey hoodie. You might be able to see the grey hoodie bit, which will act like a sun hoodie type thing. Earning dinner, I think, is what I'm doing before I leave here tomorrow morning.
On my second evening here, I went out to get some dinner from a place that I'd found on Google Maps, which was very highly rated and still affordable. I took a long way to get there as dinner wasn't served until 6, and I wanted to revisit a couple of places that I had gone to in the snowstorm, just to see what they were actually like when it was a bit more still.
I was just thinking to myself as I was walking up here, last time I was here, I was in the middle of like that blizzardy bit, freezing cold, couldn't really see where I was going, and now look at it. It's actually just really nice. Also, how do you like my new jumper? Does it look alright? I hope so. It feels nice and warm actually in this. Hopefully it won't feel too warm as well when it gets to when I get to going around Lake Garda, because I don't want to wear that trash bag of a jacket on the outside because it doesn't look very nice. It's been really pretty up here one last time, seems like I'm gonna go and get some dinner, and then that's about it for San Marino. It's been super good being here. So thankful that I've been able to be here.
This evening just felt nice, light, still and calm. I went to the viewpoint by the cable car. It was magnificent to see over the area that I had been hiking around previously, but this time covered in snow. It made me very thankful that I had somehow managed to plan my days exactly right with the weather. How crazy is it that I managed to have the 2 days of the snowstorm booked to be in the one place, and I managed to miss having this weather potentially while walking. That would have been disastrous. Having arrived for dinner early, I got myself a good seat, so I was able to make use of the good view. I ate at Spingarda Ristorante Bar. I had a very nice plate of pasta. Once again, recipe de nonna. You cannot go wrong if you order something that says grandma's recipe. Also, you can never have too much cheese, and I'm so thankful that most places that I've eaten out at have given me just my own pot of cheese that I can continuously add. After dinner, I took one last stroll to look out towards Rimini, where I come from, and where I will be going tomorrow. I just want to say that it's crazy that I'm right up here in the blizzard. This last night was honestly so relaxing and put me in such a good mood. It's not a bad view. Heading forward into the next few days of my adventure. The next morning I took in the view from my hotel room once more. So that shadow is the shadow of San Marino. Today I leave San Marino. I'm going to go to the north of Lake Garda and walk down one side of it. I'm getting the shuttle that goes to Rimini, which is where I started this whole trip, and then catching a train all the way to Bologna and then up north to a town I can't remember the name of off the top of my head. I'm just looking at this amazing view, honestly, it's incredible. You can see the shadow of San Marino literally just sort of coating half the valley. And this mountain just in the centre of the screen, the one with a dip in the middle. I was under that on my walk on the third day, but I can see mountains that I've been walking around the past few days before I got here, and they are coated in snow. Still coated in snow. Before heading down for my breakfast and the bus back to Rimini. It's amazing that I spent 5 days walking to get here, and then it only took 1 hour to get back. What an incredible week, and there was still more to come.